Hello, Cell Network team, and thank you for joining me for this training session. Today we're going to focus on reports, uploading, checking, and making sure that the reports are always up to date. So first things first, we go to www.cnwapp.co.za, put in your username and password, and click sign in. So on the right-hand side, left-hand side of this app, you will see all of your different menus. So for now, let's focus on CSR Report, which is your contract sales report. So when you download your CSR report from OMS, it automatically saves into as a CSV file. Once you have your CSV file, you click on CSR Reports, and in the submenu, you click Uploads, you choose your file, and that is where you select the report and you select your CSR report and click save or upload and save the report. All those lines, which is your contract sales lines, will then be moved to CSR pending. This page over here will show you all of your contracts that you've done. It will also include advanced payments. Advanced payments will automatically be marked as not applicable. Okay, so those you can just acknowledge. The others will have your drop downs very similar to your non-negotiable Excel spreadsheets, where you can then select, let's say for example, Clive Thomas, this client over here. We have subscriber agreement yes, ID yes, CPD yes, KRP yes, fraud check yes. Let's say for example that this specific type of contract doesn't need payslip. You can say not applicable for bank statements. Biometrics yes, and profile updated yes. Then you can make any notes that you would like to make. Once you've finished with that line, you click acknowledge. As you'll see, that line is then removed from this page. You then click on to the next one and you do exactly the same for the next one. So ultimately, team, the point of this page is to have nothing pending. When signing a contract, when your guys sign up contracts, all of the paperwork should already be there. Everything should be exactly the way that the operations department requires it, and you can then just type in your notes and click acknowledge. Okay. Once you click acknowledge, that line then moves to the acknowledged page. So if you click on CSR reports and acknowledged, you'll see all of the contracts that you've done before that have been acknowledged. Let's say, for example, something went wrong and you said that you had something that isn't there. You can then go to that specific line and click return. You can make a comment if you want. This is for your own use. So if you leave the comment blank and just click confirm return, there you can see at the bottom it says record has been returned to the main CSR report page. You can then go back to pending, and that line will be back into your pending page, where you can then request whatever paperwork it is that you wanted, and then just update it again. There you can see this was returned by myself. You can blank out that, you can remove it, and then you can just update it once it has been done and click acknowledge. So again, guys, this is the same report that you were using on the Excel spreadsheet. The only difference is that this is something that gets done daily now, and ultimately will carry on and roll over until this page is completely empty. Every day you should be aiming for an empty pending paperwork report page. Next, let's move on to the reports that get uploaded with a checklist. So currently on Wednesdays, when you start your checklist, there will be 3 questions that are asked which relate to your returns report, your receiving report, and your concession detail report. All 3 of those reports are pulled from OMS. It's very important when you're pulling the report from OMS that you select the middle CSV file type from the drop down. Once you have exported that report from OMS, on this page over here where you start your checklist, you'll see this specific question has a choose file option with a save report, where the other ones are really just yes, no, or not applicable. So once you have got to returns report, it says export the report from OMS and CSV, the middle one on the drop down, and upload it to the CNW app. You then click choose file, and you go to your reports folder. This specific one is for returns. You save the report, which will then open a link over here, view saved stock returns report. When you click on that, it will open up whatever it is that you uploaded from OMS. You can then make any comments. There's no save button here. Once you've typed the comments, you'll see at the bottom it says comment saved, checked, and then you can just click back and carry on with the rest of your checklist. Very similar, concession detail report. This report obviously looks at any invoices where there was discrepancies with the amounts that were paid compared to what the amount should have been paid. In this case, as you can see, this is for a SIM card, discount amount 100%, SIM rebate claim, and these are the notes. So in this specific case, this is for an MBB contract, and here you can just write checked and correct, or whatever it is that the comments are that you're supposed to be making. Yeah, you can see this was one contract for a company with all of the various notes in. Once again, as you type in the comments are saved. Then you can just click back on the CDR report, which takes you back to the checklist, and do your final report, which is the receiving report, and this will give you all of the items that you've received. Again, make any comments that you need to make on the right hand side. Very similar to what you were doing on the Excel non-negotiable checklist. Then once you're done with all of that, you can just submit your checklist so that your area manager can go in and check the comments that you've made for the normal questions and for the reports. I hope this has been very informative, and I hope that you don't have any issues uploading your reports from OMS. As long as you select the correct format, you should be fine. Thank you very much, team. Good luck and enjoy the CNW app. Goodbye.